Today we're looking at chainsaw use. So let me get dressed in some proper attire and I'll walk you through it.
Okay, so now I'm dressed for chainsawing. I have on my steel cap boots, my chainsawing chaps, my safety glasses, my earmuffs and my hard hat. I also have on standby my chainsaw oil, my 2-stroke chainsaw petrol in a clearly labelled container, and my handy dandy first aid kit. Now I think it's time to start checking over our chainsaw. Using the acronym BATHPOMS, we're going to look at the safety features of our chainsaw. First we have the brake. This is a chain brake that stops the chain from spinning. Next we have the anti-vibration mount. We can find one here, here, and another one underneath. This just helps our hands while we're chainsawing. Next we have the throttle lockout. In order to engage the throttle, we need to place our hand over the throttle lockout to use the throttle. Next we have the hand guard. Down here, this widened plate helps keep our hand safety if the chain were to whip back. Next we move on to the peg. This peg here will help stop the chain from whipping back if something were to go wrong and the chain were to break. Towards the back we have our on-off switch. We also have a mitt fitted to the handle that slides around easily. On the front we also have a muffler guard to help reduce the noise and direct any fumes away from us. And finally we have the spark arrestor to catch any sparks that may be emitted from the motor. Now our final check before we start the chainsaw is we need to check using the acronym that's FSTS. Fuel and oil can be found here and here. When topping up, top up the oil first and then do the fuel. So we're going to check the chain for sharpness. We do this by running our finger just a little bit along the blade, and we find that it's just grabbing our finger a little. The following is T for tension. We're going to lift the chain and we should just be able to see 3 to 4 teeth showing and have no drooping at the bottom. So we can see here, this chain needs a little bit of tensioning up. And lastly, we check our safety features. And that was our BATHPOMS that we covered earlier. There are some times when we wouldn't use a chainsaw. We can determine these using the acronym CHIP. If the chain will not remain stationary while the motor is idling, if the handles or guide bars or controls are loose, if the idle is not running smoothly, and if any of the parts are damaged, ineffective or missing. Those can be shortened down to the acronym DIMS. Lastly, if any of the safety devices are not in place, we must remember not to start the chainsaw. Okay, so we're going to start the chainsaw using the cold start method. I have my left knee wedged firmly into the handle and my right heel on the handguard. I've engaged the throttle to allow me to put the choke on, and I'm going to pull. Oh yeah, and I've engaged the chain brake. Okay, so now we're going to look at the warm start method since we've already started up our chainsaw. I'm going to place the handle against my left thigh. I'm going to bring my right leg over, make sure the chainsaw is in the on position, and I'm going to make sure the chain brake's on, and pull. So with our basic chainsawing skills, we'll be able to make sure we've got plenty of firewood for the winter. Make sure to check out my other video for chainsaw maintenance. See you everyone, bye!